Hello beginners. Okay, sorry I forgot to make the video a few days ago, but I'm making it today. So we're going to do A minor because we're going to learn the Cliffs of Moher right now, which is a really terrific tune. Everybody plays it. It's such a great tune. We played it last night, at the session there last night on a Tuesday night at Noonan's, which was a great night, by the way. About 20 musicians showed up to that one there last night. Quite a night. But anyway, yeah, we did play the Cliffs of Moher, and it wasn't me that started it, it was somebody else. Very popular tune. So a very, very good one to get and to practice. And the key, A minor. It's the same as C major. C major and A minor have the same key signature, which is nothing. No sharps or flats. If you picture C major on the piano, it's all the white keys. Okay, and so you start that shape of your hand on an A, and you get the minor sound. Now, in my experience, it's always better when you're working on a minor key to first work on the relative major, because the major makes way more sense to the ear than the minor scale. The minor scale is not something that our ear is really, really familiar with, first of all. And secondly, there's three options for a minor scale. There's harmonic minor, melodic minor, and natural minor. Now, we most of the time work with the natural minor scale when we do minor scales, but sometimes you run into the other ones and your ear just wonders right away. As soon as it hears that that minor third, the third note of the scale, being a half step lower than in the major scale. That's basically the difference between a major scale and a minor scale. Like if you took A major and you made the C natural instead of a sharp, that would mean the third note of the scale, the C, is going to be lowered from what it normally is by a half step, C sharp to C natural. And the same with the sixth and seventh notes of the scale. So that would be the F and the G in the scale, usually sharp in the key of A, but we're going to lower it by a half step. So 3, 6, and 7 are the degrees of the scale that get changed when you move to a minor key. And that's why the third note of the scale is usually the telltale. Now let me just show you. So here we have A major. Practice that lots. You guys know what that should sound like, and that's the A major. And that's the happy scale, right? The major scale is the happy scale. Makes sense. It's like Do, Re, Mi with Julie Andrews singing it, right? It makes total sense. But then when you lower that third, that's when you get the minor sound. And then the 6 and 7. The difference there, you see. So a minor version of a scale is lowering the third, sixth, and seventh notes by a semitone to give you the minor scale. And we do that by using the relative minor, relative major key. So in this case, we're doing A minor. So we're going to play an A scale, but with C's key signature, meaning no sharps or flats. So that means, I'm going to give you a quick rundown here with my hand. So we got A, B, C natural. See that? So regular first position. Regular E, F natural. Now it's going to be close to the 1. And then the G, where it normally goes, then the A. And then the B is normal. The C is close to the 1. The 3 is normal. The E is normal. Got to pull back the 1 on the E string to get F natural instead of F sharp. And then the G natural. And the A natural. So that's the trickiest part of the A minor scale, is the E string. And you can see here, pulled back 1, lower 2, and a regular 3. So there's a full space between each of my fingers there. Okay, and then we come down the same way. Close to, close to, regular 2, regular 1. Those are the positionings for A minor, okay? But like I said, let's try C major first. Same shape of hand, and we're going to start on the C. So we're going to start on the low C. That's down on the G string. G3 is your low C. And we're going to go nice and slow, and I'm going to show you. First of all, I'll show you what the C major scale sounds like and looks like. What it should sound like. Now you see I'm using my pinky. So there's the B, and here's the C. See that? The pinky actually has 3 positions, like all your fingers, but the pinky has the B flat, B, and C, because there's no black note between B natural and C natural. See that? That is the half step. So it's B flat, B, and C for the pinky. And we're going to use that. We're going to use that stretched position of the pinky to play the high C, and then bring it back to play the B. See that? B natural. So there's going to be a gap there. Okay? So that's the rundown for C major scale. That's how we're going to do it. Let's give it a try. I'm going to put my tuner on to keep us all very honest, including myself. So C major. Here's your low C, so you can get that tuned up to start with. C is not a note that really speaks on the fiddle. It's quite understated. Okay, if you've got that in there, let's do the scale. Ready, go. There's the C. Scale, okay? That's how it works. Now I'm sure you had a little bit of finger fumbling, a little bit of searching around for notes there when we did that. So let's just do it again right away. C major scale, starting on the G3, and we end up way up at the E4, stretched, extended, okay? And then we come back down. Let's do it. Here's your C. Get that in there. Comfy. Ready, go. mostly because my fiddle is a little out of tune. Last night at the session, it was a great time, but then when I opened my case this morning, I noticed that my A string was unraveled. Unfortunate. And I thought I had a spare A string in my case, but I looked everywhere and I cannot find one. So I had to take the one off of Dad's fiddle there and put it on here, and the fiddle does not love it. Like, it's a Perazzi, it's the green one. So it's unlike the other strings on my fiddle. So I'm gonna have to get that sorted right away because my fiddle does not seem to like this this combination of strings. It's going out of tune a lot. Anyway, so I'm gonna tune up here. Doesn't seem to love my high C either. Sometimes it's like that because of the very short string length. I don't know if you can hear, but there's a little lack of power there, and it's because of the short string length, eh? Very, very short. So you have to be gentle with it. You have to be gentle and really pull the bow, pull that string, get it to vibrate even though there's only that much of it. And it's a thin one and a tight one. So you got to very gently coax the sound out of that. Let's do it again. C major, here's your C. Ready, go. Arpeggio. Now that's going to be C, E, G. E, G, C. E, G, high C. G, E, C, G, E, and C. Now, if you're having trouble figuring it out, just remember the rule with arpeggios. One side of the fiddle is going to be the odd number fingers or the even number fingers, and the other side is going to be the other ones. So in this case, the lower octave is the odd number fingers, 3, 1, 3, and the upper octave would be the C open, so the 2, open 2, and then your 4, way the hell up there. So 3, 1, 3, 2, open 2, the high C, and back down we go. Let's do it again. Arpeggio. Starting with C. Ready, go. Okay, now work on that on your own. And you can just keep backing it up if you need to and doing it over and over again, whatever you got to do to get that strong. And don't worry too much about top part with the high C there. Like, we'll get there. Right now, you just want to make the attempt at it. See if you can follow it through all the way to the end like that and reach as high as you can and press as hard as you can to get that high C. So that's C major arpeggio, scale and arpeggio. Now we're going to try the A minor. So A minor, same shape of the hand, but we start on A. I'm going to demonstrate it first. That's the A minor scale. Okay, and you can hear it, how sad it is. Very sad key. It's not the saddest of all keys. Saddest of all keys, they say, is D minor. That's what my friend Kim used to say. But it is a very sad key indeed. Now it's Now it's interesting to me because I was teaching somebody once. I think he was from India or Pakistan, and I made that distinction to him. I played him a major scale and a minor scale, and I said, "See how the major one is happy, and the minor one is sad." And the guy was like, "Oh, I don't hear a difference there with emotion." And it was very interesting to me, like how you could associate with your ear the happy sound of the major or not in this guy's case, which is very interesting. But anyway, so that's the A minor scale with the dark lowered quality. Let's give it a try together. So I'm going to give you a chance to get your A in tune. That's her there. Let's give it a go. Regular position for your fingers, and the positions that I showed you in C. Okay, ready, go. Scale. Now hopefully you had a bit of success doing that. If not, it's okay. You can do it again and again until it starts working. Okay? Let's do it again right now, in fact. A minor scale. Here's the A. Let's do it again. Slow. Ready? Go. How's everybody feeling there? Hopefully that's working okay. We're going to try one more to be sure. But first I'm going to show you the arpeggio. So it's just like the A arpeggio, except we got the C natural. That's how you do an A minor arpeggio. So exactly like A, which we've done lots. except the C is natural instead of sharp. It's the only difference, so I think we should be able to do it. So let's do scale one more time, followed by arpeggio, and then we're going to take a look at the Cliffs of Moher, which is the tune we're going to learn today. Really wicked tune, but first strengthening this key is a very good idea. So one more, scale and arpeggio. Here's the A. Ready, go. Arpeggio. One more arpeggio. Last arpeggio, I swear. I'm trying to get my C bang on. All right, A minor scale and arpeggio. And that's what we need for the Cliffs of Moher. Okay, now I got that out. It's right here in front of me. And so I think I should start by playing it a couple times, get it ringing around in the old noggin before we give it a go, I would say. Best thing to do. Let me see here. Cliffs of Moher. Great tune. Simple tune, not that hard. So the way it starts off, the first phrase is this here. So you can hear two similar ideas there. E-A-A-B-A-G, E-A-F-G-E-D. See that? It's similar but not quite the same. And we got to do that a couple of of times, you can see the two bars right below it are exactly the same. So we got to do that a couple of times. So let's practice that first phrase a few times here. Ready, 2, 3. Let's do it again. Ready, 2, 3. Again, ready, 2, 3. Okay, one more time just to be sure. Ready, 2, 3. Now the next phrase is also a repeat. We'll do it twice in the part. So that's got a C, long C, then an A, scale down from B, up we go. See that? And that's a straight scale up, skipping 2 on the A string there. But we skipped the 2. Okay, that's how that works. So let's try the middle phrase. The second 2 bars of the first line, bar 3 and bar 4. 1 long C. Let's do it again. Ready, 2, go. Better do it again, one more time. Ready, 2, go. One more go. Ready, 2, 3. Okay, and then basically the second line is exactly the same, except at the end, instead of playing A, B, D, at the end of the second line, we just play a long A. Lucky us. And that's it. That's the whole first part there, people. So just that main phrase, yumpy dee daddle dee da dee da dee, long C, diddle deedle dee daddle dee, but back up again, deedle daddle dee da dee da, long C, deedle dee daddle dee da. So let's see if we can get through it. Right through the whole first part, we're just going to do it and see if it works. 1, 2, 3. Long C. Okay, and I'm hoping that worked out. I'm sure it did. We're going to do it lots more. Just take a breather there. Try to identify anything that went wrong and see if you can figure out why it went wrong. And then we're going to try it again. I'm going to take a little drink of water here. I'm trying to hydrate today. It was a great night last night, but a bit of a late one. Ready, 2, go. hopefully that went all right without any serious problems anyway. It's very simple and I think you guys are up for it. And now we're going to try the second part of the Cliffs of Moher. Now this is kind of quite repetitive. It's got this E, F, E, and that's the F natural there. Now I know that I should write this in. Okay, I should clarify as well. The key signature that you see here for the Cliffs of Moher has one sharp, F sharp, meaning that it is not truly A minor, it's A Mixolydian, or is it Dorian? I think it's A Dorian mode. That's a mode. We talked about modes before. And so that means we have an F sharp. A lot of people on the second part of this tune, when they play that F, it's actually an F natural. And I love the sound of it. I will always play it that way. Much better than... Much rather the F natural. So you can go in and write those in if you want on your music of the Cliffs of Moher, the F natural. And it's far more common as well. Most people that I know play the F natural there. Okay? Anyway, so that's what we got. That's the main theme for the second part, is that E, F, E, and then D, B, A. And we do that again right away. E, F, E, D, B, A. Okay, I don't know why I sing. I know how to play the fiddle. I don't know how to sing. So let's do that. Let's do the first two bars of the B part. Ready, to, go. That's how that goes. And up to speed is... And that's so that F natural is you barely even play it. You barely even hear it. It's a split second. So don't sweat it too much is what I mean. Anyway, let's try that again. First two bars of the second part. Ready, to, go. Do it again. Let's grind it. Ready, go. F was very sharp. Let's do it again. Ready, to, go. One more. That's the first phrase of the second part. And then we got this little jog up. So you remember that it's a scale up that we skip the C. Instead of, we go back down to the B. Do it again. That's how that phrase goes. Let's do it nice and slow. Ready, to, go. Do it again, right away. Ready, to, go. Couple more times. It's an important phrase and I'll show you why. Do it again. Ready? Go. Again. Okay. Now, that second phrase We go and play it again, but it's slightly different. The first part of it, you should notice that the first 2 bars of the B part, the bars underneath of it, the second line, the first 2 bars of the second line, exactly the same. Okay? Exactly the same. We're not even going to look at it. We already know that. And then we go to the ending, the first ending of the second part. It does that scale up thing. It goes right to the G there. See, it's slightly different. It arpeggiates. And then we got this little scale. So G, A, B, D, B, G. That's a G major arpeggio there. And then a scale up from E. I'll do that again. Those the second 2 bars of the 4th line. Scale up from G. Skip 2, back down, G, E. Do it again. G, D, B, G, E. One more time. Okay, I hope you're getting that little change there. And that's the first time through the B part is all of that. So we got this E, F, E. Scale up, skip 2. E, F, E. Another scale up, skip 2. Arpeggi, 8. And then up from E. That's how that first time through works. The second time through the B part, we have a great big long 4-bar second ending. Oh yeah, remember those? 4-bar second ending. So we're going to have to learn that. But first of all, let's try very slowly the B part the first time round. Okay? So E, F, E. Here we go. Ready, to, go. That went okay, and I don't like to loop it when there's a long second ending because it gets confusing. So let's do it again right away. Ready, to, go. One more time. That's the B part the first time around. I hope everybody's getting on to that. And now we're gonna figure out this second ending, and we're gonna stick it on to the B part. And it's a great second ending, one of my favorite ones. And it's basically where the repeated note, it goes down a scale, D, C, B. But the repeated note that we do after those scale notes are open E's, and it's a really cool effect. Let me show you. So we got E, F, E, but then we got D, E, E, C, E, E, B, E, E. I just love that lick. That's how that goes. And then we got this tail. Lovely, but it's not intuitive. So that's an E, F, G. And then we scale down from B. See that? And then we go right down from E. Okay, that's E, D, B, A. It's the last note of it there, the big A minor. Okay, so let's try this long second ending together. And that's the very last line of the tune. Slow. Ready, 2, go. Whoa! Let's do it again. Same exact thing. Ready, 2, go. Do it again. Ready, 2, go. Last time. Ready, 2, go. Okay, and that is her. That's the Cliffs and Moher. So now we're going to try the B part, and we're going to do it the second time around. So that means we're going to play the third line in its entirety and then go right to the last line and play that. So the B part the second time around, people. Ready, 2, go. Second ending. Let's do that again. Second time around. Ready, 2, go. Terrible F on my part. Ready, go. Here we go. D, E, C, E, B, E. Okay. Now, take a little breather here. try playing the entire thing right from one end to the other, the Cliffs Moher. It's just a slate breather. We had a harpist with us last night from the Isle of Skye. Her name is Mari, and it was absolutely gorgeous having her accompany us on the tunes and doing it. Oh my God, so nice to have the harp. I've only played with a few harpers, that's what they call them in Ireland, that I really liked, but I love them. The one girl that we had on tour with us, Una Nílanagan, her family are Flanagans, but that's the female version, is Nílanagan. And she's from Galway. Her father's a flute player, Joe, great flute player, got lots of tunes off of him. But Una is a fabulous harper and singer and whistle player. And when we went on tour with the Magic of Ireland, the guitar player we had on deck was from Dublin. Claire Sherry was her name, and I was going to go over to Galway and rehearse with Una, the harper, and Claire, the guitar player, and get the band ready to go over and do the tour in England. And Claire got deep vein thrombosis on a flight from Australia and was in the hospital and going nowhere for the next little while. And so she called me and told me this, and she recommended a guy, Danny Moran from the Isle of Jura, living in Dublin. And he came over to Galway, and we had a rehearsal with him, and a nice time, nice guy, soft-spoken guy, very nice. And I thought, oh geez, we're sorted out. We got a guitar player for the tour, it's all set. And then when I was getting ready in the morning to go off to the airport to get on the plane, he was not getting his stuff together. And I said, is everything okay? And he said, I've been texting a girl all night and I can't leave her in Dublin. I have to go back to Dublin. And I said, are you serious? And he said, yes, I just can't do it. And I said, oh my God. And then I turned around to call Una to see what we're going to do. And I look back and he's walking down the road with his guitar. Danny Moran, that was it for him. Anyway, so then we had to do the first, I think it was the first like 3 weeks of shows with no guitar. And Una went to bat. She backed all the tunes. She accompanied all the tunes on the harp and sang and played the whistle and did an excellent job. Now, we were happy when the guitar player, Duncan Cameron, finally joined us. That took a lot of pressure off her, and it was a good group, but boy, that was great. I still love the sound of that little group. It was me and Sean Gavin playing the pipes and the flute and the whistle, and Una, and we put on quite a show with those three people. Okay, I've distracted you enough. Let's try the Cliffs Moher right from the top. A 1, 2, go! humming that tune. Okay, everybody, that's good for today, or for the video, because it is Wednesday, so I'm going to see you tomorrow. And we will work on Cliffs of Moher, and we will address any issues that you're having with it, and we'll work on the A minor scale and see if we can get it up in tempo and see if there's something else we can put with it. All right, thank you again for your patience with the video tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night.